Hello everyone, today we're going to go over how to combine bracketed photos into an HDR photo in Adobe Lightroom. I am doing this for a video for a blog post I am writing for the photographytipsblog.com, which I'll put a link to below. This video will be out before the article, so you'll be able to see the video before you are able to read the article. And we're going to start off with this picture I took last year on my road trip. It's in the petrified forest, and what you see here is 6 different shots of the same subject. As you can see, that one's dark and then they just get brighter as they go along. That's a bracketed photo. So it takes it from this one, which is 1/320th second at f14, down to 1/10 of a second at f14. So then we combine all these together to get a high dynamic range photo out of it. Now, one thing I wanted to point out is the shot in front and behind. You can see my hand in the shot. I did this because I was taking multiple bracketed shots throughout the trip, and this is a very good way to separate the brackets, so you're not trying to figure out if this one is part of another set of brackets you did and whatnot. So you separate them with your hand, that way you know exactly where to start and finish. So let's get into it. First thing we'll do is we'll just highlight the ones that we're going to bracket, so we don't need the hands. I wouldn't delete them unless you have them all in a separate folder, like I did this folder just for the demonstration purposes, but it's actually in a folder with about 1,000 other pictures, so I leave the hands in there to keep them separated. So once you get them all highlighted, all you do is you can click on it, go to Photo Merge and HDR. Click on that, and then it's going to create a preview of what the photo will come out looking like. And the settings I have over here, I have auto align. So if for some reason something shifts a little bit, it'll try to figure it out and align it for you. Auto tone is set. And for the deghosting, I always do either medium or low, depending on what I'm taking a shot of. And the deghosting is for if, let's say that little plant that's in the corner there, it was very windy and it was moving, the deghosting will try to compensate for that to make it look like it isn't moving at all. So like I said, depending on what I'm shooting, I'll either use low or medium. And then I don't even bother with the deghosting overlay. It just shows that if there was things moving, what is fixed. Now, depending on the photos that you're combining, how big the files are and whatnot, the preview can take a little while. These were shot with a Nikon D800, so it's 36 megapixels. And when I was moving the photos in here, it was like 885 megapixels worth of images. So it's a lot of files and data to go through. Okay, so here's the preview. And this is not necessarily going to be a perfect, like I said, it's a preview, it's not the final image. But it'll give you an idea of what it looks like. So all you do is hit merge, and this is where it actually takes a while. Depending on, again, on how much bracketing you use. Like I only used the 6 bracket on here. I could have done 7 or 4 or 3, but I went with the 6. There may have been a 7th at one time that I deleted, but I only count 6 now. So you can see it's creating the HDR image now, which, like I said, with all the file sizes, it's going to take a little while. So I'm going to skip to that and come to the finished product. Okay, so it's finally finished. That took about, I guess, close to 2 minutes. And now you can see the final image here. Bring it up. So this is the final image, but we can still edit it. So we'll just go to develop. And you can see that it already compensated some of the settings for you. But you can always mess with them and change them around and whatnot. Like I noticed right here, obviously this sensor's got a little bit of dirt, or the lens has a little bit of dirt on it. So you can just easily clean that up. So that's gone. And one tool they had added after I took these images was the dehaze tool, which is pretty cool because I mean, look at that, it makes a big difference. Like I said, you can still go around and mess with all the other sliders and whatnot, seeing if you want to add a little bit more black to it, maybe a little contrast, not so much. So as you can see, it looks much different than the original shot. So that's the before, that's what came out, and this is after messing with it. So that's how you combine a bracketed shot into an HDR photo in Adobe Lightroom. I'll put a link, like I said, in the description below to the article that this is going to be in, though it might not be active yet until it should be this Thursday, which would be like this 17th, 18th of August, something like that. But it'll be live then. I'll also put a link to the article that I wrote before this one that explains HDR a little bit more and how I bracketed and whatnot. So you can check those out in the description and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If I maybe missed something or something I should add, just let me know and see if I can make a correction for you. But that should be it for today. Have a good one.